This is the Star News Brief. I'm Joely Regi. It'll soon be an offense to overtake a school bus or fail to stop behind it when it flashes special lights transport regulator NTSA once fitted in all vehicles ferrying school children. It'll also be illegal to overtake another vehicle while driving in an area designated as a school zone in the new rules drawn by Transport Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen. Boda riders will be in trouble for transporting unaccompanied children below 12 years and for failing to provide the prescribed protective gear. Get a copy of the Star e-paper for only 40 shillings by logging on to www.mgazzetti.com. Two more health unions, which are not recognized by employers, have issued strike notices. The National Union of Pharmaceutical Technologists and the Kenya Union of Nutritionists and Dietitians gave a 7-day strike notice on April 9th. Each had tabled 4 demands last week on April 2nd, which they said were not addressed. First, they all demanded to sign recognition agreements with their main employers, Ministry of Health and county governments. Jane Nyambura Kanja was heading home from work at 11 p.m. on November 21st, 2018 when 3 men accosted her, wrestled her to the ground and took off with her handbag. But thanks to the light that shone on the place, one of those men was tracked down and arrested days later. He was convicted for robbery with violence and will now spend 23 years in jail after his appeal failed. The robbers stole her 3 phones, a 60,000 shilling Sony Xperia, a 12,800 shilling Samsung, and an 8,500 shilling Itel. They also stole 6,000 shillings in cash. Private employment agencies now face thorough vetting and hefty penalties in a new bill that spells tough measures to rein in rogue firms that abuse and defraud job seekers. The Labor Migration and Management Bill 2024 establishes a multi-agency committee on vetting of private employment agencies. The proposed law further provides for up to a 3 million shilling fine or 2 years in jail or both for any person who engages in the deployment of a migrant worker in a job which is harmful to the health, security or dignity of the migrant worker. Former West Mugirango MP Vincent Magaga has declined his nomination as the country's High Representative to Accra, Ghana. The ex-lawmaker was among the nominated ambassadors by President William Ruto in the recent appointments that are now being considered by Parliament. On Tuesday, Kosi wrote to the committee saying he'll not appear for the approval hearing as he has declined the nomination. The former lawmaker was among the nominees that were to be vetted by the National Assembly's Committee on Defense, Intelligence and Foreign Relations on Tuesday. Get a copy of the Star e-paper for only 40 shillings by logging on to www.mgazzetti.com.